Hippies, the word we now use to define people who smoke or don't care about the social norm. According to Wikipedia, hippies are a person of unconventional appearance, typically having long hair and wearing beads, associated with the subculture involving a rejection of conventional values and the taking of hallucinogenic drugs. What many people don't know is that the hippie revolution really started in the 1960s, not the 70s. The 70s were primarily disco. The Woodstock Festival occurred in 1969, meant to go from August 15th to the 17th, but ended up going an extra day, to the 18th. This festival is considered one of the most pivotal moments in rock history. According to About Education, this festival involved lots of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, plus a lot of mud. Many famous people performed at the Woodstock Festival, including Jimi Hendrix, Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Who, Grateful Dead, Santa Ana, and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Woodstock was organized by 4 young men, all under the age of 28. Mike Lang, John Roberts, Joel Rosenman, and Artie Kornfeld. John Roberts was the heir of a pharmaceutical fortune, and him and his friend Rosenman wanted a way to use the money, have fun, and make even more money. The plan for holding a hippie festival was brilliant for what they wanted to accomplish. Tickets were to be sold at $7 for one day, $13 for 2 days, and $18 for 3 days. Location of a festival is a very important thing. You have to let the crazy people let their freak flag fly, but also not too close to normal people. The original location for Woodstock had a very big bump in the road. The city did not want a group of drugged-out hippies in their town. The town ended up passing a law, so Woodstock couldn't happen there. This caused commotion and panic, but luckily, a month and a half before the festival, Max Yasker offered his 600-acre dairy farm for a location. Therefore, the festival was to be held in Bethel, New York. The change of venue meant that new permits and plans and whatnot had to be added. Now that's a lot of replaying. As well as simply getting the designs down, many things like concession stands and ticket booths weren't ready in time. Even more things went wrong when the original estimate of 5,000 people changed to 200,000 people. To add on to the rising number of people and everything not being ready, 50,000 people showed up 2 days early, walking through an area with no fence yet. They camped outside one of the stages. Since it was going to be practically impossible for the organizers to make all these people pay, the concert was then turned into a free concert. So many people showed up that it was jammed everywhere, and people were leaving their cars parked on the sides of roads and on the roads, and just walked to the festival. Freeways actually became parking lots. Helicopters were needed to take the performers to the stages, and cops had to tell cars to turn back through the whole festival. It's estimated that 500,000 people ended up at Woodstock. Despite all this, the festival started on time. The lines of water was about 30 minutes long, and the bathroom was about an hour. Despite all these, Woodstock was a great success. Through all of this, these 4 young men created a festival that is known as the most popular music event in history. Over $1 million in debt, and had 70 lawsuits against them. To relief for the men, the film taken during the festival was turned into a movie that was a hit, but they were still $100,000 in debt.